it's almost a case of who's using who sort of thing, you know. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. And again, it's all the fact that we've got to this funny state in CPs where no one can really grow the plants, because I don't think anyone really knows what's going on. A lot of these places say that they do. They know everything to do with CPs, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter which order you do it, fellas. They know all about CPs, all the bells and whistles, and I'm thinking, well, if that were true, surely they'd be growing plants with 4-inch traps by now. Maybe they can. They just limit them. Again, it's sort of, you know, maybe they are limited in a way, because if they did grow plants with 4-inch traps, surely the cat would be out of the bag then. People were saying, hang on, that's just bloody amazing. How the heck do you do that? And of course, you know, can you imagine selling 150 million fly traps a year with 4-inch traps? Can you imagine the prices you could charge for a plant with 4-inch traps? You see, that's when the money would become obscene, I reckon. And especially when you buy a plant and it just collapses on you when you take your home or something. You've got to ask, you know, that would be too much of a collapse, I reckon. Most people think, oh, it's just a little plant, of course it's going to die, I haven't treated it well. But it makes you wonder if they're actually doing something. You know, you're actually limited, because I noticed some places they use the term finished fly traps. And I'm wondering, that's a very pejorative word. You could take it in a number of ways at a number of levels. What do they mean by finished? Do they mean it's finished growing, or, you know, on one level you could just lackadaisically take it that they've just finished doing, you know, potting it up and all that sort of stuff. But in another way, you could say it's finished because it can't grow any bigger, it's not going to go any faster, it's sort of limited in a way. So yeah, it's rather interesting that they use this term finished. Of course, it could be on a completely different level. Maybe they mean it's finished as in a Scandinavian way, you know, it's finished. We just do to them what the Scandinavian people do, you know, sort of going from like Scandinavia into Dutch sort of thing. They're sort of blurring the lines between countries sort of thing. You know, the information that they know, or everything about fly traps, is actually coming from the Hollandish companies and countries, and they're just using the word finish as to give it like a Scandinavian flavour or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just one to keep in the back of your mind anyway. Yeah, I'm just talking crap, fellas, as I go along. But you know, I might accidentally hit the nail on the head, and someone over on the other side of YouTube comes jumping out of their chair because they've seen something that I haven't seen, and I've said something that sort of connected a few dots with what they've done, and suddenly they'll jump out there. It'd be like a eureka moment for them. I know what they're doing, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, this is the sort of stuff Donnie and I, we used to talk crap like this all the time, because when we were living, it was a really weird CP world, you know. Yeah, I think it was like a case of, you know, keeping us in the dark and feeding us some bullshit sort of thing. Yeah, I really would like to know what happened around the time of Donald Schnell's second book. You know, what really went on. Maybe the people in America know all about it, and we just don't know. It would be nice to have a little clip of someone on YouTube from America telling us exactly what happened. Maybe it'd be nice to have a clip from Donald Schnell himself telling me what actually happened. I don't even know if he actually tried to send me a copy of the book, you know, to my old post office box, which I stopped using after about, it must be like almost 15 to 20 years. He probably didn't know I'd stopped using it only about probably 2 years before, I think it was. Not sure, I have to look that up. But yeah, it would be nice to know he try to send me a copy of the book? And maybe there was a note inside if he did try to send me a copy, a note inside telling me of the story. I'm very sorry, but this is a fucked up book. It's not my fault. It's all to do with Timber Press. I don't know. It would be nice to know what actually happened with the Timber Press publication. Well, the version I got, my one is the 2000 version, which is, everyone talks about the 2001 Donald Snell thing, but my book has clearly got the copyright date in it. It's 2000, like a year before. Maybe that's what it is, that I've got the stuffed up version, sort of thing, you know. I don't know, but